I was still lying in the recovery ward when my phone buzzed. Her text lit up the screen. "Oh, you really thought I'd skip Miami because of your surgery? That's cute." My thumb hovered over the keyboard. I typed only 3 words. "My bad." Not "it's fine," not "okay," not an argument, just an apology she didn't deserve. And in that instant she believed she'd won. We'd met 3 years earlier at a friend's engagement party. Her smile could easily be mistaken for genuine warmth, if you didn't know better. Back then I didn't. We danced, we laughed, and I thought I'd found someone who would hold my hand through the roughest storms. She called me her safe place. I believed her. In those early days, if I'd told her I was going in for surgery, she would have shown up with flowers and cracked jokes to hide her nerves. Or maybe she just would have acted the part more convincingly. The first fracture appeared 6 months before the surgery. She claimed she was too busy to attend my father's birthday dinner, but that same night she posted pictures on Instagram. Poolside, cocktail in hand. Trips with friends I'd never met. Her phone always placed face down on the table. I told myself it was work stress. Love makes you bargain with reality until the truth is too loud to ignore. The truth arrived a week before my operation. She was scrolling on the couch while I prepped dinner in the kitchen. Her phone lit up with a preview, some man's name I didn't recognize, and a message. "Can't wait for Miami. Just us." I said nothing. The surgery wasn't life-threatening, routine they said. But I'd still be under anesthesia, still need someone to get me home, still want to wake up to a familiar face. So when I asked if she'd be there and she laughed, actually laughed, I knew 2 things. She didn't care and she assumed I wouldn't do a thing about it. She was wrong. While she packed bikinis for Miami, I packed my silence. No confrontation, no satisfaction of a fight. Instead I called my lawyer. We weren't married, but the condo and the car were both in my name. She had moved in like someone already measuring curtains. I had the lease termination ready before her flight. I called the building manager and had her removed from the authorized list after Saturday. The locks changed. Garage card deactivated. Her name off my credit cards. Bank accounts secured. I made sure it all happened while she was sipping champagne at a rooftop bar, posting good vibes only to her followers. On the day of my surgery, I arranged my own ride. My friend Mark signed the release forms. When I woke in the recovery room, a nurse checked my vitals and mentioned a call. She said she was my fiancée, asking about me. I told the nurse to let her know I'd already been discharged into the care of my partner. The nurse smirked slightly before delivering the message. Then silence on the other end, and a hang-up. Perfect. By the time her plane landed, her world had shifted. She took a taxi from the airport, rolling her pink luggage behind her, and swiped her garage card, denied. Tried again, denied. She called straight to voicemail. The doorman wouldn't let her in. I watched from upstairs as she shouted into the lobby camera, demanding answers. She tried her phone key app, access revoked. Then came the text storm. "What the hell? This isn't funny. Talk to me." I didn't reply. 2 hours later, the building staff set her suitcase on the curb. She was still on the phone yelling at someone when I walked outside. She froze. "Where's my key?" she demanded. "You don't live here," I said calmly, like I was reading the weather report. Her eyes went wide as the reality sank in. This wasn't a fight. This was done. "What the hell are you talking about?" I pulled a folder from under my arm. Lease termination, proof of her access removal, bank logs. All neat, printed, undeniable. "You chose Miami," I told her. "I chose me." She laughed, but it was hollow, desperate. "You can't just." "I can," I said, and I did. I told her she'd find her clothes, shoes, and the gifts I'd given her in a storage unit, prepaid for a month. After that she was on her own. Her face twisted. "You're unbelievable." "No," I said, leaning in. "I just finally believe you." I turned and walked away, leaving her on the sidewalk with nothing but a suitcase and the echo of her own choices. That night, the condo felt bigger without her noise. I poured a drink, looked at my phone. More messages from her. None mattered. People think revenge has to be loud and dramatic. Doesn't. Sometimes the sharpest cut is silence, delivered with precision. In that moment, she taught me something. Love without respect is just a leash around your own neck. The second you cut it, you can breathe again. So I breathed. And I didn't look back.